One of the common experiences I experience is people, especially women, not even just women, guys too, like if I go to the barbershop, stuff like that. A common question that's asked is, are you gonna braid up your hair? Are you gonna get your hair done? Are you gonna tighten up, your hair? Well, no, I'm not going to do that. And it's one of the common questions I believe I get because, well, since I'm of the male gender, I'm a man, they, I guess, expect it. They expect me to get braids, lock my hair, like dreadlocks, or twist, plaits, any type of hair where I'm tucking the ends of my hair away and I'm, you know, getting a lineup or whatever. And I think all that's great for the general population who wants to do that. Me, however, the reasons I don't care to do that compound on top of one another. One, we could start with the most basic one: personal preference and style choice. Me, the kind of guy I am, I'm a free flowing guy if you haven't been able to tell just by my mannerisms and how I am. And then something about braids feels very restricting. Literally, it's a literal restrictive style, and it's not me. It's just not how I am. That one's easy. I recently had an experience about a year and a half ago where I decided to get braids. I was like, let me try this. Let me just get some simple straight backs or whatever they call them, cornrows. And I got them, and the sensation I had while getting them, it was fine. It's not like she was doing it too tight or whatever. But when I was done, I felt this kind of, I felt like my head had been zipped. I felt like I was given a facelift. And not just that I felt like I was given the facelift from the braids, but I felt like the braiding gel that a lot of these braiders tend to use also gives me a tightening effect because it's like a sticky substance. It's kind of like edge control, and it just tightens it all up. And I'm just, that adds to the restrictive nature of the style. I don't enjoy the tight feeling. I don't enjoy the reliance on braiding gel. When I did have braids when I was younger, my mom wasn't putting braiding gel all throughout my hair. Maybe she did a little something, I can't remember, but she wasn't putting all this product in my hair. Honestly, it tended to be product free for the most part from what I can remember. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, a lot of the hairstylists rely a lot on braiding gel, and depending on the hairstyle you do get, I know it can be necessary. The other thing with braiding, I feel as though I can take my money I'd spend on a braider, take it to a hair salon, and they'll actually look at the care of my hair, make sure my hair is cared for. The care is different. It's a different experience when I go to my salon versus when I went to that braider. The difference is they relax you, they care about what they're putting in your hair. The care is just completely different versus when you go to a braider, they want you to come blown out. They want you to not put any product in your hair. They're just braiding your hair. That's all they're doing. And that's fine and all. But I find a lot of people, men and women, they focus on the style versus the care of their hair underneath. And that is what I tend to focus on more. So I like to focus on the care of my hair, not just, is my hair tight and neat? I want to know, is my hair breaking off? Is it healthy? Are you blowing at my hair and are you letting me know that there's damage on my ends and you want to cut it off? I don't believe braiders are actually even allowed to do that. Now, I'm sure there's some braiders who have all their certifications and they can assess your hair's damage and cut off accordingly when it needs to be cut off. But with my free flowing nature and me not liking restrictive styles, I'd rather take all the money I'd spend on a braider and then the extras that I'd need for them to actually take care of my hair, like the extra amount of money, and take that money and just go to a salon and have it done and looked after. And this next opinion of mine is I do enjoy subverting expectations that are put on black people, especially black men. I bring up the earlier point of people asking me, "Oh, are you gonna do your hair?" Like just straight up, like, "Are you gonna do your hair?" I'm like, what? My hair is done. I don't know what you mean. My hair is done. Is it because I'm a guy? I think my hair is not done because it's not braided up some type of way and tucked away because it's too free flowing and girly. I don't know. However, I do like subverting that expectation of men must wear braids or shave their head. Men must get lineups. Even my lineup, I'm about to stop getting those. I'm kind of over it. I just want my hair to be how it is. Go to the salon, maintain the ends, you know. I just enjoy subverting those expectations that are put on black guys or guys with afro texture hair, whatever you want to categorize me as. And yeah, I enjoy doing that. So these are some of the reasons why I don't wear braids as a black guy. There might be a time when I do decide to change this. I know I could ask a braider to not put braiding gel on my hair. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm considering that if I do try. The other thing for me also is I have very fine hair. I have very fine and low density. So it's kind of just like I don't think braids fit my lifestyle, how my hair is. I just don't find braids fit how my hair is. I think I do better with wash and goes. Some people do better with wash and goes. Some people do better with locked styles or braided up styles. And yeah, these are just some of the reasons. I mean, I tend to get the question a lot, so that's what made me think to make this video. Let me know if any of you guys out there can relate, and you ladies too, because I know you can. Something else that I've noticed, speaking of ladies, is I find I take care of my hair better than they do because they are focused on styling their hair versus hair care, which is I find the difference between wearing your hair versus wearing extensions and hairstyles and braided up styles. They kind of just don't care about your hair, and the ladies getting their styles, it doesn't seem like they care about their hair much either. But that's another conversation.